are going to Brown University to give an invited talk. My plan is to give you a vlog. It's a very first try of giving a vlog invited talk. Typically, I don't do that because I like to enjoy the quiet time during travel. But some of you are interested, so I make one for you and let me know what you think. So our travel is like this. Today is Wednesday. It's actually around 12 in the noon, and I arrived, and the boarding gate is right there. So I have roughly a little bit more than 1 hour to hang around and talk to you. Of course, I will find a quiet spot to study. I have a bunch of things on my to-do list during the travel. And tomorrow will be a big day. It's a seminar day. Typically, if you are invited to a university to give an invited talk, typically you have an array of meeting with different professors. Then in the afternoon, in this case, I'll give a 1 hour talk on the research and then get feedbacks. And then I fly back on Friday. But before Friday, I have a friend, a very close friend, near Brown University. He's also a professor. Actually the senior, you can call it the senior brother in the lab of my advisor. When I was doing PhD at Stanford, he was doing a postdoc with my advisor. So we have a roughly 3 years of overlap. So after we become professors, it's very rare for us to meet each other. So, since his home is very close to campus, Brown campus, Friday morning, we will visit his lab, and then he will send me to the airport, and I will head back to Pittsburgh. Hopefully everything will go smoothly, and it will be a very profitable visiting. Okay, I found a very good spot here and a few airplanes moving around here. I will spend the next 1 hour focus on my work before the boarding, and I will see you soon. Oh my God, within that hour, I have finished a lot of things. First of all, I update my research group because I'm giving an invited talk, and a lot of students and the faculties will check out my lab website, and I update it. And I also updated my CV so that eventually they can look at my best version of my CV. And what else? I also handled a bunch of receipts. As you know, I'm a professor and I'm also a principal investigator of a lab. You see a research lab, of course, is doing research, but it has to be fueled by money, right? I have to pay my students' tuition. Essentially, that's a multi-million-dollar business, right? And recently, a month ago, I went to Michigan State to give a talk, and I have a bunch of receipts, and I have to allocate those receipts. So my lab is not big enough to hire somebody who handle the financials for me. So I have to do it. And what else? I also, post an YouTube post. You will see it. I just posted. Okay, my flight is right there. I can let you see over there. Oh, I cannot flip when I'm recording. But anyway, I can turn around. My flight is right there. And I'm flying with Southwest. So this airline is very weird because they don't assign seats. Basically, it's like a first come, first serve. If you come first, and you can just simply pick up your seat. But you have to get on the airplane by certain order based on when you check in. I checked in like 1.5 hours ago. So I'm on the group B. Totally, there are 3 groups. I'm on group B. Hopefully I can pick up a good enough seat. And I will run to the restroom before the boarding. I typically become nervous and want to double check and to go to the restroom before the actual boarding. Okay, I will see you in Baltimore. Okay, I have landed at Baltimore. And I have 20 minutes to eat. So I go to grab some sushi here and bubble tea. Totally cost like $23. Let's get started before the next flight. I found a very quiet place here, and let's get started. Good, good. This is front desk?
Hotel, yep.
Okay, good, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, the front desk is very small. Hi, I'm checking in. I'm vlogging, I'm filming myself. So.
Last name?
Fang, F-A-N-G. I think it's under Brown University.
Okay, yes, I see this is for Brown. And it looks like they're covering your room, parking, and for an additional service, the hotel has a complimentary shuttle that can take you anywhere within 2 miles, anywhere around Providence. For an additional service, we can take you to the airport. That service is usually $20. But Brown has that covered as well.
Okay.
If you need those services, just let the front desk know.
Okay, this is the room. It's pretty old-fashioned room. And let's check out. This is a place like a kitchen. Where's shower? Hopefully it has shower. It should, right? Okay, that's the place. That's the bathroom. Okay, good. Not particularly great, but good enough for the inviting talk. The scenery is beautiful outside. Finally arrived. It's around 5:30, I guess. And the professor holding me, he has a one-on-one meeting with his students. So he will be done around 7 and pick me up for the dinner. So a lot of you guys may wonder, how did you eventually be invited to different universities? Typically, I invited a lot of faculties among the US to my institution for giving a talk. And as a result, they invite me. So this invitation to Brown University is very, very weird. Last year, 2024, when I was joining the American Physical Society March meeting, and you know, it's a very long meeting, it's a 1-week meeting. And my talk was at the very end of the meeting, Friday afternoon. At that time, a lot of people just leave. Imagine that you go to a meeting that is 1 week long, you are excited, you come to the new city, explore the city, enjoy food, as well as listening to talks. But my talk is at the last day, last afternoon. So I said, okay, maybe no one is even paying attention because, you know, you lost the interest over the period of the time. And then I was presenting because no one is paying attention. That's my thought at that time. So I presented without realizing I'm presenting it because just subconsciously doing that. I don't even care at that time. I plan to leave myself. And yeah, after the meeting, the professor approached to me and he said, hey, can you come to my institution to give a talk? And also, can you invite me to your institution? That's a professor. He studied bacteria. I study swimmers that is much larger than his size. The bacteria has like a 10 micron scale. My size is like a millimeter, which is 1,000 micron, to like centimeters. But he seems to be interested in my research and also interested in me. I'm also, I have to check his background, his publication. I'm also interested in him. So eventually, okay, he said, I invited him to Pittsburgh last year, and this year I invited him. But this time it will be a little different because I'm an engineering professor. I do publish in, you know, physical review letter, those physics journals about fluid mechanics, but I'm not a physicist, right? I'm a quasi-physicist, I would say. But eventually, I was invited to the physics department. I'm not invited into engineering department. I would say it's a fit, but I've never been invited to any physics department, but this is my first time. What I'm thinking is that I have to think about my audience, and their interest, their knowledge background. So I will change my talk a little bit in my mind. And yeah, tonight I'm not going to prepare for anything. Just relax, talk to you guys, maybe cut the video while my memory is fresh. And yeah, I will just spend the next hour cut the video up to now and keep it in the CapCut and keep recording. One thing is that tomorrow I may not be able to film as often because I'm talking to an array of professors. You see the itinerary I published online on YouTube. It's back-to-back meeting. And in the US, people care about the privacy. I cannot say, okay, I will film myself while talking to you. Maybe your sound, your image may be recorded. Online, as you can tell, not everyone is nice, right? So I don't want to disclose their identity so that eventually their identity is exposed and people attacking them. So tomorrow I will just take a few pictures. If I see there's no privacy issues, I will post it online. But I do think there will be some privacy issue because a lot of researchers are funded by Army and they are confidential, so you cannot post their research apparatus online. So that's the caveat. And I will see how much I can do. But I don't know the seminar will be recorded or not. So I think you should be able to see a recording of that. So typically school record their seminar. Okay, without any delay, I think in the first floor I can get some juice. I will go down, grab some juice, and cut this video. I'll see you maybe tomorrow.
Good. In the interest of time, I think we'll just thank the speaker and nice.
Okay, I've just checked out. By the way, this is Friday morning. I finished my talk yesterday very successfully. A lot of people like me, and yeah, so I checked out and my friend will pick me up at 9, and I'm having a very, very simple breakfast. The hotel has a complimentary breakfast, but my friend will pick me up and we will have a brunch around like 10 something. It's already almost 9, so there's no reason to eat a lot. And I suddenly realized that in a lot of places are pretty noisy. As you can tell, you hear the heaters, noise, people talking, and the music. So that could be one of the reasons a lot of people in the real situation cannot understand English. Noise is a problem, right? Essentially, what the phone is listening is what you are listening. If you sit right here, that's what you're gonna hear, right? You want to hear my voice, but you also see all sorts of noise. Okay, I'll see you soon.
不过还有一些应用程式，就是有一些 multi-phase flow， 你怎么样产生一个非常小的一个 droplets， 然后这个 droplets 可以做一些那种里面你可以放各种各样的化学物品啊，或者药剂啊，做一些那种药品的研发。
就把药放在那个 droplets 里面。
对，然后你可以就是卖一瓶药里面就是 simple droplets。OK。
对那个叫什么？以前看那个那个 droplets 计算机还挺感兴趣的。他们不是就是有那种把它 scale up 了，就是用 droplets 做那种计算的那个逻辑门，然后最后用 droplets 来做计算机。我前段时间是想过，我现在有一些random 的比较远的想法吧。前段时间想过一个，就是用波把那个信息藏到波里面去。做加法呀、减法、乘法、除法，但那个绝对不会有人放的啦，就是军方也不会放的。我都有无线电加密，我为什么要把它放到水里面？因为以前看一些科幻的节目嘛，就是说人要先意识上传，意识上传到电脑里面，然后就可以永生嘛。他说那些高维生物把这些意识上传，并且把那些上传的那些信息啊藏在引力波里面。其实那些高维的生物其实住在引力波里面。我想对哦，我为什么会把一些信息藏到水里面去，用波的方法？但后来觉得算了吧，何苦呢？还有一个想法，就是 Navier-Stokes equation， 用 Navier-Stokes equation 来作曲。因为你听那个巴赫的音乐，我很喜欢听巴赫的音乐。它是你听就是一个旋律在不同的 frequency 上面，在不同的频率上重复自己。有人就是研究巴赫音乐用什么？研究它的 fractal dimension。那我在想 ，OK， 你巴赫人写的，能有 Navier-Stokes equation 厉害吗？Coupled multi-scale stuff， 所以
就听的那种什么海浪的声音啊，或者是就是你现在听到树叶的声音，其实都是那种
对，可能都是 fractal 的。往哪走？
就我们这样绕一圈吧。
好，
现在是这是学校的那个停车场，我们就是其实我们校园就是它是这样的结构，就周围一圈是停车场，然后中间是比如说建筑楼，然后我们就是刚刚我们停车在那个北面还是南面往我们方向，现在是我们学校另外一边。
可以啊，我就想像度假村一样 ，UMass Statmos。
那您的龙卷风的项目你是为什么会有这种想法？
因为我有了这个 manipulation 的这个东西，我一开始有点担心，但是我第一篇投出去以后，有很多人 feedback 就说这个东西的确是个新的，然后我就觉得龙卷风它是被能量是一个能量体嘛，对吧？它是一个，比如说它是个大尺度能量，如果我能用很小的能量去 perturb 它，让它产生 forward energy flux with small scales，然后那个大能量的那个龙卷风应该不会消失，对吧？就会 dissolve 掉。最早是用在那个 Lagrange constraint structure 上面，然后后来我们做实验验证发现的确是可以。然后我就想，那就 break 一些东西吧。最有用的不就龙卷风吗？还有现在我就有任何可以 break 的东西，我都想用这种方法来 break。对。因为 eventually 你写了这篇文章，最后也不会有很多人关注。除非你花10年时间不停的去 develop 它，直到很多人感兴趣，然后你就成为了这个领域的奠基人，这个小小的领域了。所以我觉得，与其去做别的东西，不如就一直把这个东西放在上面。只要我有钱，然后我就一直做。
对啊，挺好的，是你专长的一个领域。
对啊。
做一些突破。因为我最近都没走过来路，
在。Okay, I have arrived at Baltimore. My next flight will be 6 p.m. Now it's around 3, so I have 3 hours of layover. I will find a good place and sit down to get some work done. This is my gate, but it will be in 3 hours. I'm now pretty full because my friend actually took me to a buffet and we eat for like 1.5 hours. So I'm pretty full now. I don't want to get any actual food. Maybe some fruit tea with ice. I want to find a Starbucks around, but I did not see any. It's very weird. Okay. Probably I would turn around to the food court. And there are many different kinds of food. And probably I just order a fruit tea somehow. So what about this trip? I learned a few things from this trip. Last night, I was eating with a few professors at different age, pretty old. The youngest one is already like in their late 50s, and another one is like 60 something, and another one is like 70 something. I was listening their talking about the life. So I know kind of like, if I continue to work as a professor when I was in my 50s, in my 60s, in my 70s, what's the state of mind I will have? So I can prepare beforehand. So that's the interesting part. And, this time, Thursday, I met all day on Brown campus. I visit a lot of series, which is kind of like a scary series in physics. But eventually, their points are easy to be followed. They are good to explain. And today, I visited my friend's lab. Yeah, hopefully I can find a place with good fruit tea with ice. And I find a good spot to sit. And with a charger, because my phone has only 50% of battery. And I plan to film myself within the next 3 hours. So let's see. I'll pay more attention on the food than you. So in the meantime, you can look around. This is what you're gonna see in the airport at a random city in the US. Of course, it's not a random city. It's Baltimore. Okay, here's a shop for socks. Can you believe it? In the airport. Arby's, McDonald's. Okay, we have a McDonald's here. If I cannot find a good fruit tea, I'll get iced coffee instead. Chick-fil-A, all those unhealthy food that you can get around in the US. Okay, I think that's all. That's everything. Okay, here is a place for juice, but I don't know this one. Cold brew fruit tea. Oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Cold brew fruit tea. I'll be here. Okay, I will stop filming myself. And okay, I got my juice. It's a fruit tea. And yeah, I found a good corner. The only thing is that I don't have a charger. So, you know, I cannot charge my phone and the laptop. And the problem is that my phone is out of battery. Now it's 3:50. Actually, the boarding time is 5:30. So I have a good 1.5 hours. I'll stay here, focus on my work. I will cut a video and do one more thing beyond that. Let's see how much I can do. Okay, finally, it's already 7 p.m. on a Friday. I ended my 3-day trip to Brown University. I'm pretty happy to be back, you know, at pretty early time, 7 o'clock. And my kids are still awake, so when I go back, I can see my sons. Okay, I just walk all the way out and take a Uber home.